I'm Tanya Hansen, CNBC Radio. Stocks are in the green. The Dow is up 106 points. The Nasdaq is up 26. There's no hacking in baseball, or is there? The FBI is investigating whether the St. Louis Cardinals hacked into the Houston Astros internal computer network. Officials told the New York Times that internal discussions about trades, proprietary statistics, and scouting reports were compromised. Amazon is apparently developing an app that would pay regular Joes instead of couriers to deliver packages. The Wall Street Journal reports the service could give Amazon more control over the shopping experience and help limit shipping costs. United Airlines plans to end service at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport in October after failing to profit over 7 years. It plans to add those flights to its New Jersey hub, Newark Liberty Airport. Billionaire Kirk Kerkorian has died. The eighth-grade dropout rose to become a Las Vegas casino tycoon, Hollywood mogul, airline owner, and auto industry investor. He was 98. Tanya Hansen, CNBC.
Have you had trouble with online dating? This is eHarmony founder Dr. Neil Clark Warren. We've created a new solution, EH+. EH Plus combines the personal attention of a matchmaker with eHarmony's extensive pool of great singles. EH Plus gives you hand-selected matches and freedom from being online. Get started today. Call 855-930-LOVE. That's 855-930-LOVE.
Overturned truck blocking the carpool lane, freeway construction slowing everything down. I travel for work. News like that used to ruin my whole day until I discovered Citrix GoToMeeting. With GoToMeeting, I can meet from anywhere using my computer, tablet, or smartphone. And with HD video, I simply turn on my webcam and it's like being in the same room, which means I can stay productive no matter how bad the traffic gets.
Visit GoToMeeting.com and start our free 30-day trial. That's GoToMeeting.com.
Is your radio station dull and boring like most corporate-owned stations on the dial? Then it's time to tune to KCAA 1050 AM. It will blow your mind and maybe expand it too. KCAA is your independently owned go-to station in the Inland Empire. It's a veritable cornucopia of crazy, an assemblage of awesome and cool, and it's a little weird too. KCAA pumps out more local and national radio each week than most major networks while offering CNBC business news headlines during the week and NBC sports news on weekends. KCAA is unique, interesting, quirky, and sometimes outlandishly crazy, which adds up to a high volume of awesome. And for you audiophiles, KCAA delivers FM sound quality to our transmitter, which is why KCAA is the best-sounding AM station on the dial. So make your day with KCAA and find us online at kcaaradio.com. KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
And good afternoon. 202 high desert weather, Inland Empire weather rather. Sunny and hot, highs into the upper 90s all throughout the week with lows down around 62 degrees. Looking at your drive this afternoon. Through Chino's stop and go on the 60 westbound between Ramona and Highway 71. The 71 north is also busy from the 60 to Mission Boulevard. And in Corona, there's stop and go traffic on the 91 eastbound between the 71 and Otto Center Drive. And that is the very latest with weather and traffic on the station that leaves no listener behind, KCAA 1050 AM.
It's time for the KCAA Community Calendar, brought to you exclusively by Learn for Life, a growing network of public charter schools. The clear mission of Learn for Life is to motivate and mentor students who have dropped out of school and provide them with the personalized education and technical training necessary to advance their lives.
Here's a look at the KCAA Community Calendar. I'm Di Rice. The Sheriff's Homeless Outreach and Proactive Enforcement Team, otherwise known as HOPE, is launching a Positive Change, Not Spare Change community awareness campaign. The goal of HOPE is to educate the public. For instance, statistics show that 65% of panhandlers are not homeless, and when you give money to a panhandler, you may be contributing to a drug or alcohol addiction. Legitimate homeless service providers can channel your donation to real solutions for moving people beyond homelessness. If you or your business would like to support Hope's cause, signs, flyers, posters, and bumper stickers will be available in support of this effort. If you are interested in receiving any promotional materials, please contact Hope locally at 909-387-0623. 909-387-0623. You can also call toll-free at 844-811-4673. That's 844-811-HOPE. Or you can send your request to hope at sbcsd.org. And that's a look at the community calendar on KCAA 1050 AM.
The KCAA Community Calendar is presented exclusively by Learn for Life, a growing network of public charter schools where students can complete their education on a part-time basis. To find a resource center nearest you, call 1-877-360-LEARN or visit Learn for Life online at learn4life.org.
Hi, you guys, and I say guys specifically, you have to listen to the Men's Advocate Show with Linda Gross. It's a show where men can be men. She's going to be our breakout radio superstar. I've said that many times on my show. That is absolutely the truth. And her show is on exactly 1 hour after my show's on today. So tune in at 4 p.m. Pacific time right here to KCAA AM 1050 and listen to Linda Gross. Thank you.
It's 2 o'clock Pacific and 5 p.m. on the East Coast. Live from his crib in Soho, New York City. It's the Poor Man.
And welcome everybody to another fabulous Poor Man show, live and direct from the Big Apple. And I actually have visitors in the Poor studio today. We've got Trip Wilkins, who is here from Los Angeles, and we've got Nathan Westveer, who is a famous post-production digital editor who makes all these celebrities who do music videos actually look good. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, nice to be here.
Isn't this just the most elaborate studio setup you've ever seen in your life?
I'm impressed.
It's absolutely amazing.
You know, I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's cost like $3 to put it together. So anyway, you know, I guess we're going to throw out a few topics here, but we have a theme of today's show. We have Linda Gross coming up at 2:30. We're going to talk about guys who are traumatized by early sex in their lives. She's going to be also on with her own show from 4 to 5 in the afternoon. At 2:15, a woman's calling in who is going to tell us her philosophies about anything, and I don't know if we can even understand what she's going to say, but we're going to put her on. And the theme of the entire day today, I don't even know how I came up with this, but a lot of celebrities think that they are good singers. And the truth is, I'm at a loss to think if there are any well-known celebrities, actors, athletes, whoever, that actually are good singers at the same time. Maybe Hugh Jackman might be one.
Yeah, I think he'd make it.
He would do it. Can you think of anybody, Nathan?
No, can't think of one.
You mean
Right.
actors and actresses that are good singers?
Oh, or athletes, yeah.
Or athletes?
Yeah.
I could probably think of something in a few minutes, but not off the top of my head.
Right. Well, we've definitely had no problem finding what we consider are the worst celebrity singers and actors, worst celebrity actors or athletes as singers. So we're going to do the top 5 countdown, and then this is the real excitement. What are we going to save for last? The worst for last is going to be
The Poor Man!
Yes, I will be singing. And let me tell you, you will hear a guy on the radio who is a great singer. But we're going to save that for last. We might as well get into it now. Again, we're going to count down the 5 worst celebrity singers. And here it is, number 5. Hit it, Di.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Poor Man Show presents the worst singing celebrities in history. At number 5, it's Clint Eastwood with Talk to the Trees.
a horrible title.
This is Clint Eastwood singing from Paint Your Wagon, the memorable movie from the 60s.
So far, it's great.
I talk to the trees, but they don't listen to me. I talk to the stars, but they never hear me. The breeze hasn't time to stop and hear what I say. I talk to them all in vain. But suddenly my words reach someone else's ear. Touch someone else's
Pop me up, Di, okay? Di!
You're up.
This is hideous.
My dream.
It's pretty bad.
Di, keep it going, but what do you think?
I think it's the corniest song I've ever heard in my life.
Suddenly see.
Right, this is Clint Eastwood singing from Paint Your Wagon, a movie, a musical. I don't know if he ever did another musical. Is it still going? Put it up again.
It's still going. It's still going.
Having supper in the candlelight.
Makes me want to dance.
Walking later, arm in arm. Then I'll tell you how I passed the day.
Okay, I just got a text. Somebody make it stop. All right,
make
stop
it stop.
it. End
Make it stop. Make it
End
stop.
it.
All right,
That's-
goodbye. And Successful's here. Don't forget that.
Oh, Successful. Did you? Oh, Successful. Did you notice that she survived Margie the racist yesterday? Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely okay.
And of course, people don't realize it right now, but I have Trip Wilkins in here, is also a man of color, just to show you that we are diversified here.
Oh, how nice. Man of color.
Wow.
I don't think I've been so puffed up.
Puffed up? I love it. Puffed up.
Man. Oh, that's great. What did you think of that song, Successful, was by Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, it kind of put me to sleep a little bit.
But his voice is horrible, isn't it?
I love Clint Eastwood.
I think the song is way worse than his voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the song was way worse than his voice.
But I mean, look, are you going to book him for any concerts though, real soon?
Oh heck no.
No.
Do you guys want to go to number 4 already, or do we want to wait?
Oh, what else are we going to talk about today?
Well, we can talk about Donald Trump running for president.
Right? Yeah. What do you think of that?
I think it's a joke. I think it would. What do you think, Trip and Nathan?
Well, I think that, Donald Trump is just trying to publicize his comb over, trying to strengthen his brand, and then he can make a little more money. Donald Trump in the White House. Can you imagine that?
The only thing good that I've heard from somebody, I forget, somebody I talked to today. It was Rocky who's taking care of the poor man page. He thinks that what would be good about Donald Trump in the White House is he's very successful in business.
Yeah, but you know what irritates me about him? He picks people not because of their talents necessarily. He has his favorites.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever watched, what is the name of his show?
Celebrity Apprentice.
Yes. I love the show. Absolutely love the show.
Wow,
but
you
then,
actually like watched something, Di?
Well, I think it's off the air now, right? But I absolutely loved the show. But Gary Busey was on the show. That guy's mentally insane. He can't even remember what he says and does from one minute to the next. And yet he wouldn't fire him. Great
entertainment.
Yeah, he is great entertainment.
Yeah,
and
but
you know what? In real life, I've met Gary Busey behind Bar One, which is a former Hollywood nightclub.
Yeah.
And the guy was so lit up. He was as insane in real life as he is on screen.
Wow.
Right. I just lost respect for him. And he's not the only celebrity that he kind of favored, but he is one of them that he's favored. And I just,
But what does that have to do with him being president, though?
Well, Because he will favor, big business and favor everybody who, promotes his everything that he owned, everything that he does.
But I don't think that's the biggest problem. The biggest problem with Donald Trump is that Donald Trump is extremely intelligent and extremely successful when he has total control. In the White House, you don't have total control. You have to be a political master. And that is something that Donald Trump is not. He's not going to be able to get in there and, convince heads of state and people who are just blindingly intelligent and understand the landscape. He's not going to be able to play ball. Look what happened to Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, because
you know why? With all fists and ego, and look, he got his ass kicked. So Donald Trump has a learning curve, and I don't know if we can afford to pay that price.
Yeah, and he can't just go around and fire everybody who doesn't do things his way.
Right. There's also Jeb Bush. He's running. There's 12 Republican candidates. My guess is that Jeb Bush will get the nomination. Right? Would you guys agree?
Most likely.
Yeah.
But I don't know though.
And the other thing that's going on, and Brett from Sacramento actually told me about this. Okay, here I got a text from Rocky. The Donald knows how to create jobs. That's Rocky's all for him. He won't do any worse than any of the other candidates.
No.
Then we've got Donald's daughter, Ivanka, makes my pee-pee tingle. Okay.
What does that have to do with it?
I know.
And is that good or bad? I'm not sure.
If you guys want to text me, I'll read all the texts. 949-870-6155. That's my personal cell, 949-870-6155. If you want to call in, 888-909-1050. Also, Brett from Sacramento, he sent me something earlier today about in Santa Ana. Have you heard about this marijuana dispensary that was raided?
Oh, no. I haven't heard about it.
They now approve certain dispensaries, and apparently this one dispensary was raided. I don't know when it was, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and the cops come in there, and we're finding out that the dispensaries that are able to stay open, they're bribing the mayor of Santa Ana $25,000 per dispensary. So this one didn't pay.
Wow.
So the cops come in, bust it. And they thought they had knocked out all the surveillance cameras, but I guess they missed a couple. So anyway, there's a woman who works there that's in a wheelchair that's missing half a leg. And so some of the cops are joking that one woman cop goes, I want to slug her in her peg. And then there also another cop is eating the marijuana edibles on camera. and a couple others are playing darts.
Oh my gosh.
So
wow.
A regular bar.
Wow. Cops gone wild.
Yeah. So that's a big issue, and they have it on video.
Oh my word.
And I guess there's now a lawsuit. Somebody's filing a lawsuit. So that's going on.
Wow.
The prison break is still happening. This is day 11. Those prisoners are still escaped. The guard that sort of helped them escape from that high security prison in up in near the Canadian border in New York. I keep
upstate New York. Yeah.
Donamara. Yeah. But somebody just texted, when I listen to Poorman, my pee-pee tingles too. Yeah. I mean, you should see these guys that are with me right now in my poor apartment. Their pee-pees are like standing at full attention, being next to me.
This begs for a joke.
Right. So
I'm going to be a good boy.
My feeling about the prisoners is that those guys are never going to get caught.
Not now.
What do you think?
I don't think so.
Yeah, not 11 days into it. Even though they're right at the foot of the Adirondack Mountains, and apparently those mountains are so thick that we've been told by residents you could live in there forever. But I think that they are long gone. I think.
Well, 11 days. They found water, they found food, they found shelter, they found something. And so whatever they found, they're going to find some more. So
I think Nathan, get a little closer. You got to speak up louder.
Oh, no one's found any bodies either, so we don't know if they're dead or alive.
True. They could be dead. They could have.
Oh, there's no way they're dead.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Who knows? Who knows what the hell's going
But
on?
you know what's so weird about it is that, okay, before they escaped, the one dude, the two guys are Matt and Sweat. Those are the two convicted murderers.
Are their prison names or real names?
Those are their
real
last
names.
Matt was doing the guard who was heading the tailor shop.
They supposedly both were.
I mean, honestly, I would rather drink, if you're watching on our video stream, I would rather drink a 12-pack and do Trip Wilkins here than that chick.
Yeah, but they're desperate. They're in a prison. Come on.
Right, you're right. It's either that or some dude's behind, right?
Right, exactly.
If you're gay, I guess that's good.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it matters. I think that, you might, it doesn't matter if you're gay or not. You may not have a choice.
Right. So you're right. So if she's the only chick in prison, she's probably like,
having a great time.
I mean,
That's a line out there.
Yeah, I mean, she's Kate Upton compared to what, I mean, it's female. So, and where do they, what gets me is where are they boinking? I mean, where do you hide in the prison?
I don't think you do. I mean, is that possible?
Same place everyone else does.
Where?
I don't know.
But poor man.
I mean, so you just think they're right in the middle of this little tailor shop and they're just boinking right there on top of the...
probably over the table, something like that.
Over the tables, maybe the clean linens.
Well, I don't know because I haven't been in prison, but we should probably get a prisoner to say, like, what do you guys boink, by the way? Yeah. Bring somebody in with the experience.
No, but okay, so Matt, he was the third. The one prisoner is 35, the other's 48. I think one of them had actually hacked up whoever he killed, and the other one killed a prison guard. So the 35-year-old's, nailing that 51-year-old hag who is the guard, who's now going to get 8 years, I guess. And then she, orchestrates an elaborate escape scene using the tools. Let's see. Oh, this is good. Somebody says they're having sex through the keyhole. Yeah, okay. Oh, and here's another comment on Donald Trump. This is from probably Scott Monroe Inman, since it's a 646 number. I have one person in New York who listens to the show. Is that you, Scott? It says, we need a good businessman as president. The idea that anyone can achieve and hold the biggest office in the world. Also, Scott's really getting into this. I think he's a Donald Trump fan.
Sounds like it.
Let's see. Where is my invite to the Poor Palace? Anybody who goes to New York, you can come and sit here and do the show. It's too bad you guys can't. Those of you who aren't on Ustream, you can't see the setup here. But describe how cheesy my setup is, guys.
It's not that bad. Yeah, it's all right. It's a little messy at your apartment, So, but it's not a bad setup. I mean, people are, doing this. This is fine, man.
Yeah, but it's a beat up microphone and a cracked screen.
No one can see that. No one can see that. They see the pictures on the wall and your faces.
Stuff gives you the best stuff.
It gives the poor-esque style.
Yes, the poor-esque.
What was that, Di?
Well, now I forgot. What did I say? Successful.
No one could see that.
Yeah. We can't see your mic. We can't.
Know what? Somebody wants me to run for president. Look, if it could get me ratings, I would. I would be Caitlyn Jenner. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's funny because if you guys Skype me, my Skype is Haters Radio. If you guys have Skype, everybody could go ahead and Skype me. I'll add you. I'm going to regret that. I know. But
well, what you'd have to do is put together an exploratory committee, and that might get a little nasty.
Right.
But
will you be my campaign manager?
Yeah, sure.
If
I could do a bang up job with you. I could do.
We could
really do something actually.
Right. Everybody can do a bang up job with me. Maybe you can bang me up, my friend.
That exploratory committee. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But the funny thing is that I was going to tell you about my Skype. So the last show I did on KCAA that I eventually quit. I usually quit these shows out of frustration because Tripp used to be an intern at K-Rock. So it's like Robert De Niro being an extra in a movie is me starting radio again, right? Like my career at one point was actually like a real career.
Oh, you were at the top of the market. I mean, with that legendary team in K-Rock in late 80s, early 90s. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's only been 22 years and it's all gone, No,
but you still got the skill. That's why people are listening to you. You just need a little bit of promotion. You need to, kill a few babies on.
Exactly. Or become Caitlyn Jenner too. But I could just see myself doing this. Di, couldn't you see myself doing the sex change and then we get no publicity, right?
Yeah, that would.
Cause nobody would
but you might get sex. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, with a dude, but I'm not gay.
You're talking about getting screwed, though,
The other, but what I was going to tell you about my Skype is I decided the last time I did this show, I would do it naked because I figured I would be a naked DJ until I got ratings. And I remember I had some comedian buddy of mine have to come over. The poor dude had to sit with me nude for an hour, and he was not digging that.
Yeah.
Anyway, no ratings came from being the nude DJ. So, what if I run for president? How many signatures do you need? Do you need 100,000 signatures?
Are you asking me? I have no idea.
You can run for president.
But
we
could.
Yeah,
I'm not sure either. What was that, Di?
We could do that.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Hey, 25 on Upstream, and that's from Stephen Redlands.
How many?
25 to start.
Yeah, I knew we were down today because we were talking about nothing. You can just tell. The energy,
hey,
feel
but 25?
Huh?
That's still good. That's still good. Oh, should we
love
bash
your upbeatness.
Drew?
What do we have? 45 yesterday, so we have half as many as yesterday.
That was at start. This is at start.
Right.
We're starting off.
But listen, the reason to tune in is you guys are going to hear me sing at the end of this show. So that's the reason. Spread the word, pump it around. Rocky, start spreading it around. That's what you get paid nothing for. Okay, we'll be back here, and we're going to get to number 4 of the worst singing celebrities of all time right after this.
How we doing?
Tired of spending too much money on an ad and then trying to find your ad in the newspaper, buried among hundreds, even thousands of other ads? Isn't it time you got a great deal when you were trying to sell that car, that dining room set, that refrigerator, or offering your handyman services? Now you can in the Nickel Shopper. For as little as $7.50 per week, your ad can be seen by thousands of eyeballs in the high desert, and they're getting the Nickel Shopper for free. Call today to place your ad in the Nickel Shopper, 760-646-3654, or go to thenickelshopper.com for all the details, 760-646-3654. The Nickel Shopper. Coming soon to the IE. Are you starting a business, have a business, but need to help ensure it's operating compliant with the law? Do you have business contracts with other parties that need to be reviewed to ensure they're protected and you avoid costly litigation? At the law offices of Michael W. Brown, we specialize in providing legal advice to businesses to ensure they succeed. Our firm can help you select the correct business structure, such as a corporation, LLC, or partnership. If your business needs a contract prepared or reviewed, we can help. The law offices of Michael W. Brown has over 20 years' experience providing practical and cost-effective legal advice to small, medium, and large businesses.
I'm Michael Brown, and my firm has helped our clients get their businesses off to the right start, grow, and be successful. We represent businesses of all sizes, large, medium, small, and even the individual. Our firm has experience in a variety of industries, including medical and healthcare, manufacturing, distribution, and telecommunications, and I know I can help your business as well.
Now you can have your own legal department for your business, ready when you are at a fraction of the cost. Initial consultations are always free. Call us at 949-636-8128 or visit us at mwb-law.net. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Poor Man Show presents the worst singing celebrities in history. At number 4, it's Shaquille O'Neal rapping about Kobe.
Check it, you know how I be. Last week Kobe couldn't do without me. You know how I be. Last week Kobe couldn't do without me. I call myself big, but I'm not as good as Biggie. I call myself big because I live next to Diddy. Excuse me, Diddy lived next to me. So in the hood, dog, I feel like B.I.G. Because if Biggie was still here, he would be right there on Star Island in the mansion somewhere chilling, sitting on about $500 million. Because me and Guns combined, that's $500 million. For real, dog. Now that's B.I.G. Ain't nobody in the world do it bigger than me. That's like a white boy trying to be more nigga than me. That's like a homeless cat having more figures than me. That's like Patrick Ewing having more rings than me. That's like rappers having cars script things than me. That's like you saying to yourself you're better than me. That's like Kareem saying to himself he's better than me. Now stop, think about that. It ain't about that. It's about P.I.G. aka Big Shaq. Now that's the difference between first and last place. Kobe, nigga, tell me how my ass tastes.
I actually like that one.
Okay, everybody. Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes. I'm a horse. Kobe ratted me out. That's why I'm getting divorced. He said Shaq gave a bitch a meal. I don't do that, because my name's Shaquille. I love him. I don't leave him. I got a vasectomy. Now I can't breed him. Kobe, how my ass tastes. Everybody, Kobe, how my ass tastes. Yeah, you couldn't do it without me.
I like Kobe, this. Is our mic up?
Yep.
Kobe, you can't do it without me. Everybody, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes. Yeah, you can't do it without me. Yeah, you can't do it without me.
Okay, all right. You've said that 20 times, Shaq.
Everybody, Kobe.
How much more is left?
Just a few seconds. Okay.
All right,
That
reaction.
That was great. I loved it.
As successful what she thought.
Oh, what'd you think successful?
I thought it was very entertaining.
Have you guys heard that before? I heard it before.
I've heard it way back when. I mean, wasn't that from like, I want to say 10 years ago or so?
No, not quite 10 years ago.
I
think it was after he. Yeah, maybe it was. It was after he got arrested in Eagle, Colorado, for supposedly
that was a long time
raping
ago
the
then.
chick at the Cordillera Hotel, and then he said that he said Shaq does the same thing, and then Shaq came out with the song.
Yeah.
And so that's what sort of prompted that. But that's Shaquille O'Neal at number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4.
I loved it.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Kip.
What did you think?
I liked it. I mean, it was a rap.
Yeah.
And he
It was funny.
tell me how my ass tastes. I mean, that's pretty much saying it all.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about Shaq is back in the day, he was actually he recorded songs with the Notorious B.I.G.
Right.
And Notorious B.I.G. thought he was a good rapper. And I think he's decent.
Yeah.
But still, we had him as the 4th worst. All right, so who's on the line right now?
We got Lady Reverend. Or
I
Lady Rivera.
Todd,
Lady Rivera.
Todd, I would unblock you on my text, but I don't know how to do it. So sorry about that, dude. I don't know how to do it, but I would. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Baby Revere.
Oh, Baby.
Baby Revere. Now, Baby Revere.
Paul Revere, the British.
Can we put her a little bit louder? I'm barely hearing Baby Revere.
Should I speak louder?
Yes, that's good. Baby
Is
Revere.
that all right?
Yeah.
She has an important message to share with you, the listeners of this show. She's only left me 7 voicemails today. And Trip heard one of them. My guests are Trip Wilkins and Nathan Westveer, who actually is a post-production major player. So she has an important message, and everybody listening, you might want to digest this. Can you do it? I think Linda Gross is calling in a few minutes.
Yeah, she is actually on the line too. So
okay,
she's holding
all right.
on.
So, Baby Revere, what important message did you want to share with our audience?
Okay. This racism issue.
About racism.
Now, the racist issue here shouldn't even exist. I believe, from what our history has told us, that we fought to abolish slavery in the United States. Many men of many colors died to abolish slavery. Now, we take this ahead, and what is going on now is what they call divide and conquer. If you know your history, it's been used many a time throughout human existence. And our President Eisenhower warned us about the military-industrial complex. Okay, I would love for everybody to look up Jade Helm 15
Do you hear the planes?
and inform themselves on what's really going on.
I'm hearing planes.
Our freedoms are being taken away because of terrorists.
Getting right to the good part.
Did we lose another listener?
You know
Did we
what?
lose a caller?
I am so upset.
Oh my gosh.
How could that possibly happen? That was brilliant. Whatever she was saying, I had tears streaming out of my eyelids.
Yeah, I was.
That was blood, poor man.
That was so remarkable. That was one of the. You know what? That is good radio right there. Except for that horrible bomb.
I know. Gosh.
That bomb ruined the show.
It's probably because you're out there in New York.
Let me tell you something. You know what?
You should come back to California.
Okay. You know, I've been doing radio for a long time, and that was the best segment I have ever heard in my life. I am not kidding you. That's successful. You're laughing. Come on.
That was worse than the Clint Eastwood song. I'm sorry.
I agree. It was. It definitely was way worse.
All right, let's take another break, and we're going to be up to number 3 of the worst celebrity singers of all time, and then Linda Gross will come on to tell us how screwed up we are as men. All right?
Leather doesn't have to be expensive. Not when it comes from Lucerne Lapidary and Leather in the Lucerne Valley. Who doesn't like leather? Get leather belts, wallets, gun belts, holsters, rifle scabbards, and original design handmade saddles. But that's not all. There's jewelry, custom design, custom cutting, shaping, engraving, polishing, repair, and more. Even classes in jewelry design. Come see it for yourself in the high desert. Lucerne Lapidary and Leather. 32776 Old Woman Spring Road in the Lucerne Valley. Call 760-885-7777. That's 760-885-7777. This may come as a surprise, but Beatles-orama is in its 15th year of keeping the Beatles alive for a new generation. If you spent any time in the 60s, or if you're smart enough to know it was the coolest era for music, you're going to love us. Just go to BeatlesOrama.com and the player should start right up. We're also available on TuneIn, iTunes, Windows Media, and more. Once you tune in, you'll be hooked. Plus, you can join our Facebook fan club and follow us on Twitter. Be sure to bookmark it. BeatlesOrama.com. Have you ever wanted to bring the beauty of the ocean right into your home or office? Or already have an aquarium and just no time to clean it? Let Scuba Steve's Fish take care of that for you, specializing in new aquarium setups and maintenance. That's ScubaStevesFish.net, 714-600-2739. Check out the website at ScubaStevesFish.net. That's ScubaStevesFish.net. Get it? Fish.net? Serving Orange County and parts of the Inland Empire. There's nothing worse than a dirty aquarium. ScubaStevesFish.net. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Poor Man Show presents the worst singing celebrities in history. At number 3, it's Kim Kardashian with Jam, Turn It Up.
Trying to be Rihanna. I wonder if she shakes her ass when she performs. That fat ass. Yeah.
Well, she needs to shake some of it off.
Okay, let's wait for the chorus. Hold on. Kanye plays in your jam. All right, have we had enough, you guys?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's Kim Kardashian with Turn It Up.
Turn it off.
Okay, reaction. What
Turn
did you
it
think of number 3 of the worst singing celebrities of all time?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It was very bad.
I was kind of disappointed because there's no Britney Spears in here, but that might top Britney. I'm not sure.
Well, Britney's actually a singer. So that's number 3. We actually, or so, she calls herself one anyway.
Well, true, yeah.
I like Britney Spears, to be honest with you. I like some of her songs.
Everybody likes Britney Spears.
I think she's cute, but I sure don't think she can sing. She used to be able to.
Are you kidding? She's a great singer.
Oops, I did it again.
Oh, that was good.
You like that?
By the way, somebody wants a picture of Successful posted. Can you like split the screen and show in your studio?
Yeah,
what
I think I
Successful
can
looks
do
like?
that. Yeah.
Okay, on our video
Whoa.
screen. What are our numbers at now? We may need pictures of chicks to get bigger.
Oh my God.
All right, so are we splitting this now? Oh, we've still got 3 left, you guys. Still got 3 left of the worst singing celebrities. Okay, well, let's put on in the meantime while we try to see what successful looks like. Back in the studio, we have the woman who helps men feel like scum, because we all find out we've got a lot of problems. Please welcome Linda Gross.
Thank you, Poorman. I don't help make them feel like scum. They already are scum. I'm trying to get them all cleaned up and make them shiny and powerful.
We need you a little louder, Linda, somehow.
Okay. I don't make them feel like scum. I try to clean them up, make them shiny and powerful.
All right. Well, Linda, okay, your show's coming on an hour from when we go off the air at 5 o'clock. And, excuse me, at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, don't confuse her. She comes on at 3, right, Linda? Oh,
No,
it is 4. Okay. Okay. What I meant was don't confuse me.
Right. And the name of your show...
Poorman, can you hear me, or should I call back on another line?
I can hear you, but I think Di has to turn you up. I think it's something in the studio there.
If you'd
Let me hang up and try again. I'll try again.
All right, bye.
Oh, thumbs up on successful. I guess we're not seeing her here, but I guess she's pretty hot according to the Ustream audience.
Okay, well, I turned it back to you guys.
We'll go up to 40.
No,
boobs, and we'll go up to 40 listeners.
Successful is a classy gal. She's
Absolutely. Oh, by the way, we've got Trip Wilkins here. He's a friend of mine. He used to be an intern at K-Rock with me. Showed up in New York along with Nathan Westveer. And somebody sent me a picture on Ustream. Let me show you the picture here, if you can see it. It's of a giantly obese African-American woman, and it says, "Would Trip do her?"
By the looks of his face, I don't think he needs to even answer that.
And Trip is a black guy, so already he's been categorized.
Right. Now,
Do you like the big booty?
Something? I like the Kardashian kind of booty. I like the J-Lo kind of booty.
Really?
I like the thick, nicely shaped girls. I'm not into anything excessive.
Without trying to,
that is
racially
excessive.
Stereotype people. It seems to me a lot of the brothers like the big booty. Is that?
I don't think that's restricted to brothers. There's a lot of white guys out there who like big booty. I mean, it's just that I think a lot of African American women who are bigger are more proud of that. They don't, I think that a lot of Caucasian women don't like being big.
Right. See, I like a tight, small ass.
I like them too. And a good-looking girl is a good-looking girl no matter what shape she is, but she's got to look good.
But what if now the other stereotype, is it true below the belt that the brother is bigger?
That's true.
What do you? Hey, you've got an African American boyfriend, Di?
Yeah.
Linda Gross, you've done it. What you've done is he endowed?
He's got nice girth. Let's just say that.
All right.
But let me say something. This is important. This is very important for you guys out there. Is that the most important thing that you can possibly have with a girl is your mouth and your hands. Those are the three most important things. Don't get caught up on your thing, because that's not really what makes it happen.
Is that true, ladies?
Yeah, I think so. Linda, are you there?
I think so too.
Good.
I think women do like girth, but the length really kind of doesn't matter. It's more what you do with it.
What about the African American man being more well hung than others?
Well, remember, I gave you that listing from a couple of weeks ago, and that turned out to be true. The university in, where was it, Iceland or whatever, did that survey, and out of 100 different countries, and probably like the top 15 countries were all in Africa.
Yeah, that's true. And what was the smallest one? The Philippines?
Yeah, the small one, the bottom 15 was all in all the Asians, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, but see, Asians, they have big mouths and big hands, so that evens it out.
It's called compensation.
Linda, what is the name of your show that goes on at 4 o'clock every Wednesday on KCAA?
The Men's Advocate Show with Linda Gross.
And Linda, you brought up a top. Your big thing is you deal with men's issues specifically. You've interviewed over 20,000 men. You've written a book. And we talked off the air about an issue. I have an issue that's sort of similarly related, but today you're going to talk about what guys, you said the guys and women are different in the fact that when women first have sex, they'll just do a dude and then they'll move on to more dudes. Whereas a guy, when he's 17 and has his first sexual experience, or 16, and if the chick dumps him, that will affect him the rest of his life.
Yes, that's what today's topic is about. How men don't get over it. They don't get over their emotions. They don't get over the girl leaving him or the girl cheating on him. They don't get over it. And there's reasons why they don't get over it.
Yeah, and
hold that thought for 2 seconds. Successful, we've hit 40 on Ustream. Whatever you're doing on that split screen.
No. I didn't split it. I wasn't able to split it, so I brought it back to you. But she was up there for a little bit, yeah.
Maybe it was the picture of the ultra fat black woman in a bikini that I showed you Trip. Okay. Anyway, so 17-year-old guys, and then I related it, and then Linda, I'll let you speak because obviously I'm having you on, and you're not talking, and all I'm doing is talking. Which is what I do anyway all the time. But the other issue
we were segueing from my topic, which is how guys get stuck at 17. And you said something happened in your life that was very impressionable. Something happened with you and your parents. So why don't you open that door and then we'll talk about it.
I had sex with my mom and dad.
That's a bunch of crap.
I'm just kidding. No, I didn't. Okay, no, this is pretty hideous. All right, when I was 10 years old, I had an A on a math test. And I woke up on a Saturday morning and I was really excited to show mommy and daddy my A. And the bedroom door was locked. And Todd, I know you've heard this story, so it doesn't matter if you're blocked or not. Let's see. It says it's still split screen, you guys. Oh. So I guess anyway, that's what I hear on the Ustream. So I got an A on the math test. I wake up early Saturday morning. My parents have 2 doors to their bedroom. The outer door is locked, but I take a scissors, and back in the day when I was a kid, you could take a scissors and unlock any door. Right. So I unlock the outer door, open it up. I'm really excited. Then the inner door is shut. That doesn't have a lock. I swing it open into mommy and daddy's bedroom, and I saw something that even if I have Alzheimer's next year, which is approaching quickly, Linda, I will never forget this image. The day I die, this is what I'll remember the most. Mom had 2 pillows under her ass, and dad was inside.
Now, the 2 pillows under her ass. That's like
right. She had 2 pillows under her ass. It was missionary. That's my dad was doing my mom. And I had never, I was 9 or 10 years old. And so I had never seen my parents have sex. I never even thought about it. And they didn't see me. So I left the room. I slithered out of there. And I remember my dad took me out to lunch later on, and I was so shocked. And as a result, I didn't have sex till I was 21 years old. I was always afraid of it. And now I haven't had it in 12 years. Take it away, Linda.
Did you ask your dad about it that day when you went to lunch?
No, I've never, he finally found out when I was doing Loveline, 20 years later, because I talked about it on the air, and I go, did you hear me talking about that? Oh yeah, I heard it. But I never talked to him directly until I brought it up after I was an adult.
Well, if they didn't notice you, they must have really been going at it, man. You must have been doing the trick.
I don't recall them really going at it. I just recall the 2 pillows propping up my mom's butt. That's all. Isn't that all? Yeah.
Now, the 2 pillows propping up her butt. That's like pure. That's the perfect position for let's get pregnant. So maybe they were just trying to do you a favor and bring another sibling into the world for you, to play with somebody.
Do they know?
It was just me and my brother. He was already hatched, so I don't know.
Poor man. Do they know how traumatized you were?
No,
they ever were. They have no idea.
Never really discussed it, but it did.
Send him a copy of this show.
Is that similar to what you're going to talk about today?
It is, because I'm going to put that up on the list too. But there's certain events that happen in a man's life where they remember that forever, and sometimes they remember the negative part of whatever that experience was, and they carry that on forever. So unless they deal with it, it's just hard to get past.
So with 17-year-old guys that have sex for the first time, they never get over. I mean, have you heard horror stories?
Now, I have. If the girl leaves them, like legit leaves them and says, "I'm sorry, this is not working out, I'm moving on," that's okay. See, that's not trauma, or it's a much lesser degree of trauma. Let's put it that way. But what I'm talking about on today's show is she leaves him for another guy, and or she cheats on him. Meaning she didn't give him a heads up first. She just went about her business and, skunked all over him, basically.
And can I say something? Poor man, because you were saying that women just go on, they move on, they're not affected by it. That's not true. We just handle it differently. That's all.
Yeah. Somebody just texted me and said horse stories. not horror stories, but horse.
Horror.
Have you ever heard of guys doing it with animals, Linda?
No, I mean, I've seen it on the net, but I don't know personally of anyone.
She's seen it. She's watched it. Yeah.
They weren't part of my 20,000. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I've seen you in Tijuana.
So yeah, I mean, Di, I think girls go through it too, but we have avenues to deal with it. We have better avenues to cope.
Yeah, we're in society. We're actually allowed to talk about it.
Exactly. Well, the guy's not allowed to talk about it.
No, because it went. Move on.
20 years later, and poor dad had to hear it on the show. I mean, they don't talk about it. And he thought he was being
what about
anonymous,
poor me?
but Dad wasn't listening that day.
Yeah, I think she was talking about you.
Right. No, he said the poor dad, not poor
me.
Like my poor dad had to hear about it. What about me? I had to look at them. I had to look at my parents doing each other.
No.
I want to make a comment. Also, I think it's easier for girls to move on. It's easier for girls to get sex. Guys, when they get dumped, they can't always just walk out the door and get a girl. I think that a decent-looking girl can just walk out the door and get a guy and then forget what happened. Just a few hours before. So, if a girl gets dumped, she can move on.
Well, what about your first time? Were you traumatized at all? Like, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 16.
And did the girl move on?
No, I dated her for 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
White woman?
A Jewish white woman. That's why I'm Jewish.
You're Jewish and black.
I'm Jewish and black.
Margie the racist would hate you more than anybody.
I'd love to mix it up with Margie
she
the
would.
racist.
She won't come on anymore, by the way. She
won't?
No,
she unfriended us.
She texted me yesterday. Margie the racist is this white woman living in Placentia who hates black people but hates Jews worse.
Right.
And afterwards she texted me and said, I'm never going to come on again. You put those 2 N-words on with me, and I'm not going to ever come on your show again.
Doing your favors already,
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, somebody says you're bluish, black and Jewish. There
we go.
Bluish.
That works.
What's like Sammy Davis Jr., right?
Yeah, I'm thinking we need to take that last break, guys.
Okay, let's take the break. And you know what we'll do? We'll take the top 3 worst celebrity singers, including myself. We'll save that for tomorrow since we're almost out of time. But Linda, hang on, okay?
No, are you kidding me?
Well, we only
One
have
more
6
day.
minutes left.
Okay. All right. I lied to everybody, said you were going to be singing today.
Too many men are wimps.
Linda Gross loves men. Bet that got your attention. Linda is a men's advocate who has helped many men get their balls back. And she can help you. Her proven coaching techniques will skyrocket your confidence and boost you into action in 4 sessions or less. Stop being stupid with girls, in business, or dump a lifelong problem. Go to themensadvocate.com or email Linda info@themensadvocate.com. Mention the Poor Man Show and get 15 minutes free. Also, pick up Linda's book, Mastering Women, on Amazon. Get the straight talk from the woman who knows. When I say Wave Tools, you think surfboards, right? But not just any surfboards. We're talking boards that just work better. Since Lance Collins polished off his first surfboard in 1969, Wave Tools has been cranking out the best boards money can buy for all of SoCal and beyond. Come check out what a real surf shop is all about. Real surfers hanging out any time of day at Wave Tools Surfboards. Customize that new board with a look that screams you. Wave Tools Surfboard in Costa Mesa. Go to wavetoolssurf.com or call 949-631-0887. The crew is ready to assist you. 949-631-0887. This may come as a surprise, but Beatles-orama is in its 15th year of keeping the Beatles alive for a new generation. If you spent any time in the 60s, or if you're smart enough to know it was the coolest era for music, you're going to love us. Just go to BeatlesOrama.com and the player should start right up. We're also available on TuneIn, iTunes, Windows Media, and more. Once you tune in, you'll be hooked. Plus, you can join our Facebook fan club and follow us on Twitter. Be sure to bookmark it. BeatlesOrama.com.
We always have to have something about Dr. Drew on this show, folks. That's him snorting some more coke. Jim, I only experimented with it when I was 22 and 23 and a med student. I didn't want to bring up the fact that I snorted with all kinds of people for 5 years after that. No, that wouldn't be right. And I never stole the show from Poor Man. That guy has mental problems. But I'm Dr. Drew. And I love cocaine. By the way, we're at 36 now again. We went up to 43. Yesterday we were 45 people on Ustream. Successful is going to get butt naked on that camera to tell everybody to flock in there in the remaining 4 minutes. Right, Successful?
No, not at all.
I hear that Di screwed up our screen
I did. Yeah. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's a good screw up because, you know, you got this pretty young gal there and, you know.
Do you have a boyfriend,
I don't think anyone's
Successful?
going to complain.
Successful, do you have a boyfriend?
I do have a boyfriend.
You do?
Yeah.
What color is he?
He's black.
Okay.
All right, successful. She is successful.
Okay, is Linda Gross still there?
I think she is, Linda.
I'm here.
All right.
Linda, do you have a boyfriend?
I'm married, actually.
You are?
Yeah.
If you weren't married, would you do me to put me out of my 12-year streak?
No, because then you won't learn anything.
Ooh,
So I'll teach you. I'll
Linda.
teach you how to fish. I won't
All right,
teach
so
you-
where were you guys?
Where
I
what?
think Di told me off the air she just loved the story of me walking in on my parents.
Oh, I think it's a horrible story. Wow.
So, Linda, any other comments you wanted to make? We've only got about 2 minutes left in the show. About
Yeah, so we're gonna examine why guys get traumatized, and actually, I'm going to tell a big secret on the air today on how a guy ends up being a player or an a-hole, and it's not what you think.
is
There's an
it something
absolute reason. There's an absolute correlation as to why that happens. They start off nice, and then they turn into this, and there's always an event that precedes that. So we're going to talk about that, too. It's all related to my subject, Stuck at 17.
Okay, and Mushmouth Mike, who of course is the caretaker and the counter of all the Ustream viewers, he wants to come on the air literally a minute before we go off the air. So we interrupt this program to put Mushmouth Mike on the air.
Deterrence is 40. Total 129 callers.
All right.
What did he say?
Total 129 for the week. For today, it's 40.
Today we had 40, so we've hit 40 every day this week.
Yeah.
And poor man, a little bit earlier in your show, you were saying 100,000 votes. My guest from last week, he's doing alimony reform, and he needs 400,000 votes, 400,000 signatures to get on the upcoming ballot.
This is for president? Is that what you're talking about?
No, my
Oh,
guest
what?
from last week is doing alimony reform. So he needed 400,000 signatures to get on the ballot, on the November ballot. So I would think President probably needs more than that.
And how many did he get?
No, we got a
Oh
long
my
way
God!
to
I
go.
just got a
We're
text.
nowhere near our goal.
You
but-
guys. Somebody says even worse than walking in on poor man's parents is walking in on the poor man doing the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Oh. Oh.
And also, remember the woman that we hung up on, that got bombed earlier? I'm sorry. We don't hang up on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
She just texted me like the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, wow.
I did, guy.
All right. Hey, we're about ready to.
She's like Margie the racist. Another
Poor
unhappy.
man, why don't you put 2 pillows under your bottom and see what happens? More.
All right. Thank you, Linda.
Bye, Linda.
Love you guys.
Check you at 4.
See you at 4.
All right. See you tomorrow.
And you get to hear Poor Man sing tomorrow.
That's right. We'll save the top 3 for tomorrow. The worst singers in history, except for me.
Dawn and Marie. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Wave goodbye, everybody.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM. The station that leaves no listener behind.